Shabbat Shalom in Conscious Thoughts. How y'all doing? It's been a minute. I just want to first say I hope you have a wonderful week and you had a wonderful week. And I ask that Yah will bless you. But let me get to it real quick on my morning walk. I've been changing things up. I don't know if you saw the video that I did the other day. It was for me promoting my book, Unlocking the Secrets of Web 3.0 Wealth. I have a new book out. It's going to be in print this week, and I've been doing a lot of work on that. That's why I kind of haven't been doing these little broadcast messages. And my last message I had was expressing my love for Louis Farrakhan, and I wanted to put that letter out there just to make sure that the universe taps into that. You know what I'm talking about. Now, one of the things that have been on my mind, the reason why I said let me make this video today, was I made a couple comments on a video that was talking about culture, and it was said that there was two people speaking, and it was two Africans, let's just say. One African was for the continent of Africa. The other African was from Haiti. A lot of people get upset. We ain't Africans, we American. We've been here forever and all that other stuff. Now, I believe that. I understand, because it's very complicated. And we have a lot of stories involved in that. Which brings me to the point. They had a conversation on culture. And he asked the Haitian lady,
African Americans in this country are the only groups, they have no culture. It depends on who you meet, where you meet them.
But currently there's not an African American culture?
No.
Yes, there is.
What is it? Name two value systems in the African American culture.
Value system?
Yes. Name two taboos in the African American culture system. Name two traditions, by the way, in the African American culture system. There is no value for freedom if you don't understand what it is. The concept of free. You have to have a foundation on which it would balance when you ask for it. Civil rights, they give it to you. You have no culture. Nancy, you've been here, born here. Why would you be surprised if I say African Americans don't have a culture? What, twerking? So, anything
but I feel like African American culture has definitely
you say
mainstream.
No, you say the word, the African American culture. What is it?
what is African American culture? And she was like confused, and the guy was like looking like, I got you on that one. You know what I'm saying? And first of all, she's from Haiti, which isn't really that much of the knowledge gap, because Haiti influenced New Orleans culture, right? Because it became free after the revolution in Haiti, and Louisiana owned 1/3 of the United States, and the New Orleans have their own culture. So she could have just said, well, from Haiti, the revolt that happened back in 1830s. When was it? I gotta get the history right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The revolt that happened there freed Haiti, and that created New Orleans, and New Orleans is a huge American culture. That's African American or Black American culture. All right, now, and also think about the cores of the culture. What does culture mean? It means to cultivate, right? When you cultivate, which is where the word culture comes from, when you cultivate soil, you cultivate that soil so that it grows plants and gardens from the cultivation. But what is the process of cultivation? It's like a community, right? A community of dirt, community of willingness, community of learning, community of training that tree to grow, right? It takes time for that tree to grow. Now, the African American culture is also the American culture. And what is the American culture? Entrepreneurship, right? Being an entrepreneur, having your own business, Most black people you see on TikTok, you see all these black people just like, pushing that capitalistic ideology and becoming their own businesses. I'm not saying that it's a bad ideology in the wrong hands. It's horrible. But black people have taken advantage of that and created businesses. That's a culture, right? That's the American culture. Freedom is the culture of America. Freedom. We want freedom. You see what I'm saying? That's the American culture. That's African American culture. And now let's expand it. Social justice is an African American culture. There wouldn't be justice in many places if they didn't take the reins or the lessons from African American culture. Training, education is culture. Education is culture. W.E.B. Du Bois, Booker T. Washington is culture. Louis Farrakhan is culture. Noble Drew Ali is culture. The Nation of Islam, the growth of that whole nation itself is based on culture. We can go on and on and on. Hip-hop culture. Hip-hop culture comes from storytelling, right? If I'm telling a story, the storytelling, this is very important. Storytelling is an African American tradition. That's a culture, right? From storytelling comes hip-hop. Not only hip-hop, singing, jazz, rock music. All genres of music are based on the core of the African American culture. Styling and dressing, culture. And we can just go on and on and on and on and on. There's subcultures within culture. There's gang culture. There's ghetto culture. What is culture? Culture is when a community communicates, right? Then they say, well, you can't have culture because you don't have a language. Well, language is just based on communication. Communication within the community. Communication within the community allows you to learn, to think, right? Facilitate. To create concepts, to create a new way of life, to create a culture, okay? Now, yes, the African American culture is fragmented because we have a lot of different histories. We have the Hebrew culture. We have the Moors culture, the culture of the Moors. We have the Christian culture. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it just gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. I can go all day on this. So anyway, so I had to make that comment because I found it outright disrespectful. And he asked the wrong person. He did. He asked the wrong person that question. He should have asked me. You know what I'm saying? Then I would have just pulled out the definition, read the definition, told him what the definition was, told him that the actual root of culture comes from cultivation. And then say that cultivation is happening everywhere. It happened in Crenshaw, all right? Nipsey Hussle. The marathon continues. Now the marathon is actually a culture of hustling. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, but I also wanted to talk about what I'm trying to teach y'all. I want to build a whole new culture, another one of us linked on to our entrepreneurial spirit. Our entrepreneurial spirit, which is what we have in us because we are of the American society, right? Babylon that's fallen. We can take those lessons and build and create. And that's what Web 3.0 is about. It's about building the infrastructure of a new society in which we will not be disturbed, okay? And that two cultures combined. The culture of entrepreneurship and the culture of freedom. Okay? The culture of freedom. Well, anyway, I don't want this to be too long-winded. I'm going to have, look out for my YouTube channel. It's going to be found through what is it called? Cryptospiracy.com. Okay? I'm going to link those to HebrewsWakeUp.com. And I'm going to actually show you this week how to put together a Raspberry Pi node where you actually connect to the internet and then build a website on that in order to do business, okay? Now, this is part of the book. Y'all got to buy that book. You got to start to have We're gonna have weekly conversations on it, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep it going. We really need this. We got about 4 years to get this right. Don't be fearful of AI. Use it as your tool, okay? A respectable tool. But anyway, much love and respect. I hope you have a wonderful Shabbat. I am Dawid Yaakov Maccabeus. Much love and respect. Peace.